My phone doesn't want to stand up. Hey, everybody. Coach Bess here. Real quick live cast with you this morning, afternoon for my East Coasters, I guess. Yesterday I had a very meaningful conversation with a person, and this is an amazing person. And I was thinking more after we got off the phone and was really thinking about this perspective. And so I wanted to come today and kind of talk real briefly about it because I think it affects a lot of us. And I want to talk about what if we rebelled against fear. And what I'm talking about here specifically is fear of sickness, fear of what could happen in our health, fear of the unknown in our health. Maybe we have family members, friends, others who are currently suffering from something or have died from something, and we have fear from that. In my family, there's some real serious mental illness, real serious. Has affected so many lives in my family, and it's just prevalent. And so in my mind, there's always been an anxiety and fear that is that going to happen to me? Am I going to progress into that situation? Are my kids going to struggle with this? And so that's an example for you. I also have an inherited spine condition, which has caused major chronic pain, major issues in my life. And so I have fear around that. Am I going to end up in a wheelchair? Am I going to end up using crutches or a walker? I'm 38 years old. Am I going to be a 40-year-old who's disabled? All these fears rise up, right? And I was thinking today, what if we just stopped the fear, looked it in the face, and saw that it is something separate from us? So what if we look at our anxiety and look at fear as not ours, as a separate being from us, and said, you got no place in my life. I don't have time for you. I'm on a mission here. I'm on a mission in my own life, and I'm on a mission for others, and I'm on a mission as a mother and as a wife and as a health coach and as an activist and as a writer and as a Christian and as a sister and blah, blah, blah. I don't have time for you. What if we did that? What if you did that? And anxiety anyway, many times anxiety we think is another, it's like a offspring of fear, right? Anxiety is a rising up, a sense of, and this isn't the dictionary definition, of course, but anxiety rises up. It's a sense of, it's a sense of the anticipated, okay? It is a anticipated fear. That's what anxiety is. Or it is undealt with things. So things from the past that are affecting our perspective now. I can't preach on this one because this is the story of my life. I'm constantly dealing with things from the past rising up, and they affect my health, my wellness, my clear-mindedness, my ability to look into the future and be expectant and hopeful, right? So what if I rebel against that and say, you know what, anxiety, you're not me. You're not in me. You're rising up, and I'm going to put you over here. You know what? Fear, you're a lie, or you're a misunderstanding, or you're something I can't grasp yet, and I'm trying to solve a problem I'm not even facing yet, and so I'm going to put you over here. What if we did that? What if we rebelled against fear and anxiety and saw them exactly for what they are, a lie or a different perspective that maybe we can't completely understand yet, and we need to stop worrying about that thing until we get to that bridge. We don't need to figure out how to cross it. That's what faith is, right? We need to get back into faith, which cancels fear, because when we're in faith, we're saying, I trust you, God, or my higher power, or, for me, it's God. I trust you, Jesus, to solve this problem when I get there. I trust you to be big enough to carry me through this issue. I trust you that you already know what's down the road for me. Because here's the deal. Many times our decisions around, shots or vaccines or, medications or treatments or whatever, those decisions many times are influenced by fear, aren't they? Think about it. the flu shot is sold through fear. And you guys, I don't have a strong standing on the flu shot for you. For me personally, and for my kids, we do not take the flu shot. Because I'm more concerned with the choices I'm making today, building my immunity to be strong enough to handle whatever this season and whatever germs and whatever superbugs are going to be thrown at me. I'm also going to trust God to handle the rest. So I don't get the flu shot as a middle-aged woman. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I don't ever take that position as a health coach. I really don't. I don't believe in debate and arguing this thing. I believe in spending my time and my energy getting me, my body, and my family's bodies ready to be immune strong. So that's my personal belief in that. And I feel like many of these things, vaccines, flu shots, things like that, are sold through fear. Fear of the unknown, of you could get it, and if you did, would it do this, and would it cause that, and could you develop that? Are they not? Are they not sold from fear? Treatments for certain things are sold through fear. The fear of dying, the fear of losing a loved one, the fear of being sick, the fear of hurting, the fear of pain. And you guys know this is true. So I want to encourage you to take a step back and actually take a mindset of putting your fear separate from you. Take that fear and don't claim it and don't possess it, but put it over here as a separate entity. See it as its own thing. Fear, you're over there. Now I'm going to make this decision. Anxiety, I'm putting you over here. And now I'm going to make an educated, logical, wisdom-based, spirit-led decision instead of a panicked, programmed, perspective on this thing, on this decision. And I want to challenge you to do that today, whatever that looks like for you. I don't want to debate flu shots on this thread. I want to discuss taking a different perspective of our fear and anxiety and taking it as an outside perspective. So many times we're operating from in here. Oh my gosh, my mom had this happen. My auntie died from this. My grandma died from that. If I don't do this, will that happen to me? Let's step back from that. Okay, what can I do today to build strength, immunity, stability? What can I do to equip my own body to do what it was already designed to do before these things ever came on the market? My body knew how to fight this stuff. Before this stuff was ever brought out, we knew what herb, what natural thing, what, organic thing would help us. We knew. Our moms knew, our grandmas knew, our great-grandmas, our great-great-grandmas. They were using things that worked. They were building their immunity. They were taking care of themselves. They were listening to their intuition. They were not as led by fear. Fear's always been in the picture. Propaganda's always been there. Marketing has always been there. Even before internet, even before TV, even before these things. But there's a greater level of power behind it now, using the internet, using TV, and using celebrities and politicians and laws and everything else to put fear in us. So I just want to challenge you to try this new perspective. See what happens. And I want to challenge you to make some choices today to build your immunity. Have a smoothie packed full of vegetables and fiber and flaxseed, healthy oils, coconut oil. Put that in your body this season. And I'm not telling you not to put the other stuff, but definitely put the good stuff. And see what happens. See how your body handles what comes at it during this season. I love you guys as usual. This is Coach Bess. Thank you, Dawn, for joining me. Man, I miss you, pretty lady. Very happy to see you here. So you guys have a blessed holiday season. I'm going to be back with a lot more of healthy holiday living tips and immune boosting tips. But I wanted to start with this one today. You be blessed. See you around.